KFAN.com.
The Fan.
The Power Hour is live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find us. It's thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Thank you, Zacho. 8 o'clock hour. Here we go. 8:05. All right, Ben. Without further ado, Benjamin Liebes here, along with Michael J. Mussman III and a cast of thousands. And without further ado, Ben, I'm sure you, even though you were traveling the globe, you were keeping up to date with what they're proposing rules-wise. But in case not, here you go. NFL special teams coordinators have made a proposal that, if approved, would drastically change the kickoff in 2024. Here are the three biggest nuggets from the proposal, which would need 75% approval from the league's owners to put into effect. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
A new setup zone. Kick and return teams would line up on the receiving team's 40 and 35-yard line, respectively. Neither team could leave on the kickoff until the ball reaches the target zone, which is the 20-yard line to the goal line. This is similar to kickoffs employed in the XFL in 2023. So that's number one. What do you think of that? Line up on the 40 and 35 that neither team can move until the ball crosses the 20-yard line.
So you're basically allowing the return team to sort of get in position before the ball's even snapped.
Right.
So like there's no like kind of lining up and running backwards to set up. It's just you're already set up.
You're right there, and the opposing team is only 5 yards in front of you.
Okay, I don't hate that.
It's not bad, right?
I don't hate that. I mean, that's
takes out the big collisions.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Not for the guy returning the ball.
Well,
yeah.
even for the blockers, though, how does that diminish? I don't know how that.
Well, they're saying if they only have a 5-yard running start as opposed to a 30 or 40-yard running start, the collision is going to be less aggressive, I guess.
Wait a minute.
So no, I don't think you understand what they're saying.
I don't understand. So the receiving team, their front line lines up on the 35
on their own 35, and the other team is literally 5 yards in front of them on their opposing team's on 40.
I thought I'm like, okay. I thought there was still like that big gap in between.
No, they're literally 5 yards apart from each other until the ball goes over the 20-yard line. Then they can take off running.
Okay, I mean, I think that looks silly, but
Yeah, what happens if they do like the pooch?
Okay, well, there you go. Teams can attempt onside kicks only in the fourth quarter and if they are trailing, is another proposal.
That's so dumb.
That's so dumb.
You should be able to surprise them at any point.
You should do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of basically 0 for 2 on this.
And then lastly, teams, as far as touchbacks, teams will get the ball on the 35-yard line if the ball is kicked in the end zone. They'll get the ball on the 20-yard line if the ball is kicked inside the target zone and rolls into the end zone. So in other words, if they do this thing where the 40 and the 35, teams will get the ball on the 35-yard line if the ball is kicked into the end zone.
So then you're incentivizing the kicking team to try to let them actually return it. Right?
Exactly.
If you just boot it out of the end zone, it's almost a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which a lot of teams experimented with just sky kicking and just getting hang time
a lot during the end of the year, towards the end of the year.
And they're like, okay, well, if we can sky kick this, allow our return team to get down there, then it's almost, you really limit the return yardage and like pin them back even further.
Yeah.
That one of the rules, I like that one versus this setup.
Okay.
I don't like this setup.
Yeah, I definitely don't like the having to tell people, hey, we're going to attempt an onside kick, so can we line up for an onside kick and do the appropriate rules and this?
Exactly.
It's not the fourth quarter. What are you doing?
I did a kind of a poor job of explaining it, so if you want to see it, you can watch on YouTube the XFL, how they did it, but that's what they're looking at doing.
No, I have a poor brain, so
it's okay.
You said all the right words, and I just pictured the guys on the different yard lines.
Right. Check this out. What percentage of kickoffs were returned in 2023, do you think?
12%.
Oh, 5? Yeah, I was going to say like 8.
I'll say 18.
22. I was surprised it was that high as well.
Match up, Corliss.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go. It looks like there's a lot of steam on this. You know how the NFL does, right? They roll out the ideas and kind of let it get palatable before they announce it's going to happen. It looks like it'll probably happen.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of getting to the point. Like I think it's like the 18 game thing where they're now floating that out there again and saying that they're going to basically force the players to sign this new contract or whatever, 18 games. We all knew that was coming.
Yeah.
We all knew. We all knew that the 17 games, get rid of one preseason game, that was just to like chum the water And, the 18 games is ultimately what they want. The NFL wants to take away the kickoff.
Yeah.
So just pull the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Either do it or don't.
But what does that do for your 53-man roster?
There's
going to be guys that aren't going to be able to play in the league because if they, just rip the Band-Aid and now all of a sudden you're a great return guy.
It's
You're
possible.
Still punting.
You still have other special teams as long as they don't over-legislate that as well. But we keep messing with the kickoff thing, and if we're at 22% returns, I don't know about you guys. I'd rather see that at 40 or 50%. But right now, the way it is, every time the ball kicks off, you go grab another beer. You don't even you don't pay attention to the kickoff.
It's a wasted play.
It's a wasted play.
So if you completely eliminate the kickoff, though, I would be curious on what the NFL's decision is to give the team who's down a chance to get the ball back, right? Because now with the onside kick, even though it's very rare, you technically have a chance to score and get the onside kick and get back in the game. In the future, if they get rid of the kickoff completely, how do you even have a chance to get the ball back?
Yeah,
because that's a huge detriment.
It's a huge detriment, but to me, it seems like that's what the NFL is angling towards. They care less about the gameplay and the strategy of the game, and they care more about future litigation. Because this is if guys weren't suing because of concussions, we wouldn't have this discussion. Right. This is all a litigious issue.
Hey, and back to the 18 game thing. Do you think we would get built into that 18 game schedule some kind of a 1 game a year guarantee experiment? Because clearly they're using the 17th game as an opportunity to send teams to London or Brazil or whatever. Yes. You wonder if that 18th game is all right, every team goes somewhere. It's not just 9 home games, 9 road games. One of them guaranteed every year is somewhere else.
I actually think it should be, and this is just off the top of my head, I think they should be neutral site games just like they are overseas. But, we can still do, though. I love the overseas bit. I love that we're trying to get a little bit more global, be really strategic about which markets to go into. But God dang, it'd be fun to play in some of these college stadiums. Hey, we're going to play the Lions in Ann Arbor. Let's fill the big house with 100,000 people, Vikings
cool,
fans,
man. That'd be a great idea.
That's my point. If you just had 1 game a year that is basically just blank slate where you can get creative, it doesn't have to be overseas. It could just be we're going to try playing somewhere, whether it's a college town or, like you said, maybe you try a new
doesn't
market.
Have a pro team.
Exactly. You just let's go play
Nebraska,
Canada, whatever.
Right.
Honestly,
whatever. Think about I grew up in an area now. They're not going to bring a game to Sioux Falls, but I grew up in an area where
they?
Well, they could, but you still have to have stadium capacity to do that. Because the NFL is certainly not going to go into an area and be like, well, they only have a 20,000 seat stadium, so we're not going to we're going to put them.
Jackrabbits have a pretty sweet stadium.
They do have a pretty sweet stadium, but it's not going to hold what Ann Arbor can hold and what Penn State can hold. But for kids growing up in areas where they don't have any exposure to NFL games, it'd be really fun if you did go to Nebraska and you play in Lincoln Memorial Stadium.
Oof. But what about the Field of Dreams thing that the MLB does, right? Is they basically for 1 game say, we don't care about attendance, this is a TV event. The NFL could do that and say, let's sacrifice 70,000 seats because this is a TV sport. Let's put it in some unbelievable backdrop and see if the people care.
Yeah.
Aircraft carrier.
They've done the basketball bit.
Aircraft carrier.
That sounded so creepy.
Is that the Terminator?
Aircraft carrier.
Yeah, the MLB takes a bath on ticket sales for 1 day for the Field of Dreams thing. As Cory said, A, it's sweet, and B, it's just a TV experience.
Yeah.
The Field of Dreams game is awesome.
Yeah,
they played in London.
They play so many damn games.
I think they do this year. Yeah, but still.
So you can.
That's a good point.
You can throw that away a little bit where you only have the 18.
Think of a game at Notre Dame Stadium on a Sunday night. That'd be sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah. I like
cool.
your deals.
That would be fun to me.
And as we've done it now a couple of times, and we're going to do it again this fall, despite what Abbott wants us to do, is stay here. Traveling to see your team overseas is super fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like you and 150 buddies you don't know. It's the best.
Yeah, it's a little adventure. Yeah. So it's an excuse to if you're a diehard Vikings fan, you don't have to be like Chiefsaholic and rob a bunch of banks just to travel around the country to see your team. Paul, your hands up.
Mike Evans is signing a 2-year deal to remain with the Buccaneers. He gets $52 million over 2 years.
Wow.
Jesus.
Probably mostly guaranteed.
Yeah, I haven't
Short deal like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen the full details on it, but yeah.
You think that changes what they do?
35 of it is guaranteed.
Let's test Sauce. Sauce, how much is he making a year?
At $52 million?
Mm-hmm.
He is making $25.5 million. No, it's making $26 million.
There you go.
Nailed it.
I was almost there.
Yeah,
It took me a
almost.
little.
Yeah.
I'm not good at
Close.
math. You're not good at sex. So we're even.
Who are you looking
Well,
at?
he's got you there.
You.
Yeah.
The whole town knows.
Yeah, you're a
You're
terrible lady.
fantastic at
Rate
toe
yourself
sucking.
1 to 10.
Well, I just wish somebody would suck peanut butter off my toes once in a while for $500,000.
Oh, here comes PA with $1 million in his hand.
All right, Nordal can jump in too.
Corey, while you're talking about people licking your toes, there's 2 videos that I wish you would see today. One of them is a tourist guide in Brazil. He's hanging over the water out of a boat, and an anaconda leaps out of the water and tries to bite him.
No.
It's like, I mean, I can't watch it again, I don't think.
Yeah, that's just nightmare
It's
stuff.
too
there.
much, man. You have no idea. You don't even see the snake in the water. And he just,
That guy must have some buns, hon.
Dear God.
That's pretty good, Zach.
anaconda thing.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
song
off an
thing.
aircraft.
Zach,
Here.
Something.
that's real good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's a song
you're
thing.
funny.
Right. And then did you see the lone orca eating the great white shark?
I saw it last week, the
Dude!
attack.
How about that?
You just see this like giant, is it a drone video? I can't
Yeah,
tell.
it must be.
It's a
Yeah.
big time overhead video, and you just see this great white shark kind of swimming back and forth, and then all of a sudden this rocket comes out of nowhere, and apparently it's just one killer whale that just blindside Terry Tate off his linebackers, this great white shark.
Unreal.
boom.
Blood in the water, and it's the shark's blood, which is just still, I know that they're called killer whales for a reason, but it still amazes me that they kill a great white
Great
shark.
whites,
badasses,
honestly,
yeah.
really only have 2 things on the planet they have to worry about at all, and it's humans and great white shark. Or,
Yeah.
killer whales, excuse me. Those are the 2 things.
So what are
I don't
killer
even
whales?
think
The killer whales on the top of the list?
Oh, they're apex predators.
They're apex.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
the top apex?
Yeah,
in the ocean,
I don't think even great whites mess with them. I don't think anything. I don't think
And
they have
mostly
any
they're
threats.
in pods, so that's kind of weird when it's just, you got the one lone road.
Well, yeah, there's 2 of them, but one of them does it all by himself.
Here are the top apex predators: polar bears, Komodo dragon, orca whales, and Jared Fogle.
Oh, look what you did! That was comedy and a statement.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I mean, honestly, I've met the guy a couple times.
on,
I don't
stop.
understand. Like, he seemed like such a good dude.
I don't know why you want to bring.
Yeah,
that up.
you always bring that up.
Hey, Darren Sharper was a good dude.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
You're saying nice guys.
Yeah, nice guy. He was a nice guy. Like,
Nice guys end up being creepy weirdos.
Oh, come
for
on.
sure.
They can.
Mossman? What? What?
Oh, no, not again. Here we go.
What is wrong with you? Why are you taking full swings at me over here, Lieber?
We'll do headlines after this on The Fan.
For Trip on the Fan.
KFAN.com/watch. Tune in and say hi, see how we look. It's 8:22. Ben and Mossy over there. A fisher was recently decapitated by a 19-foot-long great white shark while fixing for tripe.
A fisher?
Fishing for tripe.
Yeah, he's a fisher.
I mean, fish for tripe.
What's tripe?
Is
Axe
it
tripe is a type of scallop.
Man, you're good at this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't tripe like the
It's
intestines?
also the intestines of a calf or something, right?
Like beef, hog, or sheep stomach.
Yeah,
Icky.
yeah.
Mm.
And he fishes for that.
Anyway, this great white shark, he bit this guy's head right off,
Rosie.
literally. Manuel, in his 50s, was attacked in Tobari Bay.
You say a man well into his 50s, or his name was Manuel?
His name was Manuel.
Okay.
Emmanuel?
No, just Manuel.
I thought I heard Emmanuel.
Yeah, well,
Don't say it. You almost said it.
Yep. The head off. Yep. I know
I'm
where
just
you're
buying
going.
Corey
Yep.
time.
yeah.
Yeah,
can't find it.
There's a lot of heads being bitten off in that shit.
Yeah, they really were.
Yeah, you loved it.
Well, she was searching the universe.
For what?
The best D's.
Well, did he make it?
So you never met her?
No, by the way, Ben, he did not live through the
Oh,
head.
he did not.
I did
They
tech.
were not.
Who
able
didn't
to-
live through it?
to reattach?
Nope, couldn't do it.
Who didn't live through it?
Manuel. Isn't that working? Can't find it?
Did you not find it? Did somebody?
I was trying to find our pets' heads are falling off instead.
Will you get EJ Manuel?
I mean, I could find that. I was just looking for the Dumb and Dumber bit. It doesn't matter.
There were two other fishermen
yes, it does.
on the boat when the attack happened. How would you like that if you were out on a boat, you and two other dudes, and one of the guy, he goes in and, as the witness said, the shark impressively ripped his head off.
Impressively.
That's what he said. That's an exact quote. And I guess it would be impressive, right?
Okay, but think about that ride back. The helplessness of there's nothing to do. Right? The body's there, the headless body. Let's just assume he bit it straight off in the body.
Right at the
You
shoulders,
don't want to be the first of the two guys to go, well, thank God it wasn't our turn to hit.
No, but the point is you have to just, your day's done.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no cleanup.
It's over.
There's no rescue attempt. It's just, well, let's head back with
don't say that.
Manuel's.
Don't say
Don't
that.
Please, that's mean.
Yeah.
And by the way, Cory.
Why don't we head in?
Cory,
Brilliant.
Head out?
Cory, listen, you can't save the guy. Do you keep fishing? You know, I mean,
Yeah,
It's sort of a lost cause.
It's the
You got some bait now.
It's a little bit
Larry
like Larry David and Jeff Garland a couple weeks
can
ago.
you
If
do,
the
right?
dog is eaten by a coyote, and we might as well finish the round. It's not like we're going to save the dog.
Yeah.
What if they were having their best fishing day ever? You keep going, right?
Yeah,
What
you
are we
keep
going to do?
going.
Yeah.
Sew it back on? It's gone.
yeah, we got to eat.
But how about the fear of you roll back into the dock or the shore with a headless dude in your boat, and you have to go like, I swear we didn't do this.
Yeah.
There was a shark,
Right.
impressively.
So you and your buddy are like, we got to get our story straight. We're
Yeah.
going to go with
Yeah.
shark jumped up, bit his head off, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened. I know, but we have to have our stories exactly
I
lined
know.
up or they're going to think we cut his head off.
Yes.
And here's the other thing.
Yeah.
There's a real part of me, Ben, that says, what a hassle. Just leave Larry in the water.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to
You're
say. It's like,
inconvenienced.
I don't
Larry's
want him.
headless now.
That's like when people, they'll drop off a donut, like a dozen donuts in the break room, and someone takes a bite of one and puts it back.
Yeah, that's the
Eat
devil.
the whole
Yeah.
donut.
Yeah. Or
don't leave part of the donut. Don't take all of
I
Manuel.
don't see the
Right.
correlation, but I'm
Or
with
if you
Don't
take
do that.
one bite and you don't want more of it, throw it out.
But Chris, that's the correlation. Is guess what somebody's going to do with the rest of that donut? Not eat it. They're going to throw it away.
Right.
What do you want me to do with Manuel's body? Drag his ass back to shore?
well,
Just
that's
let
what
the
I
shark
was going to
ideas.
say.
let the shark
Who
take
want-
the rest
right,
of it,
who
or
wants
maybe
that
he's got
close?
some shark buddies that haven't eaten in weeks.
No one wants a headless funeral.
I think it makes more sense to be old man in the sea. Just strap him to the side of the boat and just ferry him in.
Wow,
Like, I don't
okay, all
Hang
right.
him
How
up
do
by
you
his
know?
feet like you would a shark if you caught one.
By the
do
time you
that?
get back, there's
take a
only
picture
just
next to him.
bones. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
our buddy Manny.
What if you have
Greatest book ever written,
rival
by the way.
fisherman who you just think is an a-hole? That's what you do. Is you drive by his boat with your buddy headless, and then just give him the whole like you're next, buddy. You give him that death stare, pointing to your own eyes, and then
Yeah.
this could be you.
Or
Don't mess with me.
You look at a boat that they're fishing on the seaboard side, and you just slowly put the body in and drive off. Then it's their problem.
You can kind of use
You
him like
have
a prop.
terrible ideas.
I know.
You can sort of use him like a prop. What if Manuel has like a great body, right? And you got like those little cardboard cutouts where you stick your faces in there, and you just like you can just put your head on top of his shoulders and take a picture.
Jeez, Manuel's dead.
Very creepy.
Yeah, this got weird,
But you might as well
Dahmer.
have fun with
You
him.
might as well have fun with it.
Come on.
Right.
Yeah, you
You
want us
already
to do
just still
that.
fishing.
Yeah, you bat his hoots around for a while.
Just take his arms, move him around. You know?
But if he leans
Look at
over
how
the boat
fun
and a
man
great white
Manny
shark
is.
just jumps up and bites it off, how many times did the two guys that survived just go, did that really just happen?
Oh, yeah, for
Did
sure.
that happen?
In all seriousness, that,
What
that
just
would be
happened? Did that happen?
Unbelievable. You can't
Or-
believe it, right?
No, it definitely would not feel real the entire
like
rest of
Manuel's
the day.
there, and then Manuel's there with no head.
Yep.
What a
Or,
story.
Here's another idea.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Here's another idea. Let's say where his head got bitten off was like the honey hole of fishing, right? That's your spot. You love it there. You do your best fishing there.
I know where you're going with
When
this.
you see other boats come up, you put him in the captain's chair and you duck down so they think a headless boatman is fishing, and then they get scared off, and
Is
then
that
it's
not
your
where you
honey
thought I
hole.
was going, Ben?
No, I was thinking, you know, if look, if Manuel's is delicious for this great white,
Yeah.
do you just shave off pieces of the shoulder and use that as bait?
Listen, especially
Yeah.
because the fishing's ruined for the day.
Well,
Yeah, your weekend's ruined.
What if Manny had a grape like meat sauce has?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Yeah, that shark will never eat again.
Yeah, it chokes somewhere. It's dead.
Hey, Sauce, back to your terrible idea.
It's not terrible.
So if you strap Headless Manuel to like the captain's chair in the honey hole and you're trying to threaten other fishermen, right? Do you weekend at Bernie him? Do you put like a rod and reel in his hand where it looks like he's fishing?
Correct. Yeah.
So you prop him up.
Yep. And then
how do you make it look like he's moving?
You get him on one of those chairs that spin.
And then, correct. And then
You got a lot of fishing line on
From
there,
like
I guess.
The Voice?
Like Kevin McAllister.
people pull up and right, correct. Yeah, like Home Alone. And then when people get close, it's real quiet. It's you're laying in the bottom of the boat. You go, "This is Emmanuel. My head's gone, but I fish here." And then they drive away.
That idea is terrible.
It's not awful.
Speaking of sharks, scientists have discovered a secret great white shark social club in the clear blue waters of Guadalupe Island. Dozens of sharks descend on the island's coastline to forage every fall and winter, but their Pacific holidays are hardly solitary getaways. According to new research, a group of tagged great white sharks form tight cliques.
Great song.
They patrol for food with close buddies or in same-sex pairs. Yeah, cool, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, whatever they want.
Yeah, whatever you want,
makes
man.
you happy.
This sounds like
Not
Big
this one.
Island.
Oh, brilliant.
Is there a rival pod named the Jets?
Probably is. See, look at you, man. That is a play and a novel reference in one segment.
Wow.
Layered.
Layered.
One pair of sharks particularly astonished scientists by spending roughly 70 minutes just hanging out. That's far longer friend date than any other sharks have ever been monitored. For real. That is a new thing that they figured out.
Well, how about the two humpback whales that made news last week, right? Last week they said they finally caught two humpback whales having sex on camera. Did you guys see this?
Saturdays with Sauce is back.
Did you see this, Mus?
No, I did not. Was it in Lieber's
That's
spot?
pretty good.
Well, it's the ocean, so yeah, technically that's Lieber's spot. That's where Rosie
they
went
on tiny
on a
motorcycles?
vacation, not his honeymoon. So two humpback whales caught having sex on tape, right? It's groundbreaking. They had never.
How is that the first time ever?
It's tough to find them.
Are they or do they just not mate that often?
Well, there's a catch here.
And they're shy as hell.
Are they married to a
Two
woman
dudes.
named Chrissy?
Yeah, they were two
dudes.
Oh, two
Were they
dudes.
really?
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So where did it go?
Link, please.
Blowhole.
Dear God, Zach.
Yeah. Now, let's all. I know it's radio, but how long until Tommy texts us?
My guess is this
3,
already popped up on his algorithm.
1.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that last part true?
Yeah, last part's
No
true.
kidding. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Dudes.
yeah. It
Didn't
was
see
all
that
over
part.
TMZ. Yeah.
It happens in nature all the time.
Well, of course it does. I'm just saying I didn't.
But I'm really confused.
I don't know. Don't
I don't
judge.
know. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Life finds a way.
Hey, you know what?
I mean, I didn't
Come
watch the
on,
video,
Larry,
but
get off
there's an
me.
obvious hole,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Yeah.
The blowhole.
The anus.
Sure.
Jesus.
I stand corrected. There's a couple of obvious holes.
Yeah, here
Pick
they
a
are.
hole, any hole.
Oh, yeah, here's the video. One of them's licking peanut butter off of a
Wow.
other.
What if they're caught doing what your neighbor's name is?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if that was what they got caught doing?
Yeah.
Like not actually having intercourse.
Yeah. Right.
But what if one was going down on the other one?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Timber.
What if somebody found this website and was like,
You're on radio.
I know, but I didn't want to say it on radio.
What did he say?
He turned his head both ways like a meerkat.
Yeah.
He looked around.
Speaking of no
Like
one's looking-
Simone?
Oh.
Timon?
Oh, brilliant.
Simone?
Yeah, Nina Simone.
Wow.
This show is terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
We have no idea what we're talking about ever.
The Guardian.com's headline is Humpback Sex Photograph for First Time. I think that's funny. Humpback sex.
Wow, what are the odds?
Just because of the name alone,
Yeah.
you know, you
Oh,
would think
poor Quasimodo.
Yeah, my wife has humpback sex because of me.
Do you think the other one has a broke back?
Oh,
I see what you did
That's
there.
a good one.
I did. I
God,
see
That's
that.
a good
clever
one.
today.
All right,
Cory thinks we're terrible.
I'm staying with the Sharks for one more
oh my
story.
gosh.
Oh, okay.
I have one more joke. You can see more of them on their OnlyFins.
I saw bad.
Oh, hi-ya.
That's good,
That's not
Zacko.
bad.
Zacko.
I don't know what you mean, but it had the cadence of a joke.
Megalodons.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
man,
Hogs?
right. Let's go see it again. I
Yeah.
can't wait. One of the largest sharks ever lived mysteriously vanished from the fossil record about 3.6 million years ago, and now scientists suspect that the massive predator was driven to extinction by
herpes.
great white sharks. Believe it or not. How about that? Even
Hunted
though they were
them and
much
attacked them?
smaller, they hunted them down and ate the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Imagine if you're a megalodon and a couple of great white sharks show up and you're like,
Are you meerkatting again?
No, you can't see him. He is making fun of Sauce right now.
Okay, I get it. It's kind of funny.
I hope you're watching KFAN.com.
That was funny.
That was a great bit. That was really good.
I don't know where you're
That's
going,
the
but
most
I get
clever thing that happened today. That's really good.
Anyway.
yeah, well, that's why the
you go,
Meg
man.
is not realistic.
Man, what
Excuse
a movie,
me.
though. What a couple of movies.
How good is it, Hawk? Which
Can
one
I
do you
tell
like
you-
better, the first one or the second one?
Can I pull back the covers just for a second, though, Saucy?
Of course.
The covers.
You know I love King Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah.
Right? Have you seen the new trailer for Godzilla King Kong where they team up to go against what looks like a baby orangutan?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, of course.
When they crawl out of the Earth's crust and Godzilla starts running and he looks like Bo Jackson, that's just too far.
It's
for me.
pretty stupid.
It looks ridiculous.
But-
Godzilla can't run.
No, he has little knees.
He's a giant lizard. And he's running like Carl Lewis.
Yeah, he's
unbelievable.
hoofing it.
What if the greatest
Well, we're
crossover?
gonna see it.
Sauce, tell me if you think this idea is terrible. If yours are, tell me if you think this is terrible. We get some kind of a werewolf, whether it's Scott Howard from Teen Wolf, that would be an unbelievable
Number one, for
crossover,
sure, yeah.
or the kid from Twilight or something, right? Then we give him some kind of steroids, and he grows up to be like this mega giant wolf. Then you get Kong, Godzilla, and the giant wolf, and they just start punching buildings, and we do an actual Rampage movie. Not the garbage one with The Rock, but an actual
wasn't a
Rampage
garbage
with
movie.
Godzilla, Kong, and some freak wolf. Paul, your hands up.
A, I loved your idea.
Thank you.
And B, who loved the original Rampage
I really
film?
did. I thought it was good. It was The
There's two.
Rock, man.
Come on.
It was good. That monkey made me sad.
Hold on. Let's look up.
Which one did you pick the most when you played
his
Rampage?
Oh. The lizard. Tickle a lizard.
A second plate at a buffet?
Oh, okay. All right.
No,
you and I were bonding. And we're going to hammer on me.
Another humpback whale.
Oh, that's Tommy. 51% on Rotten Tomatoes for the Rampage film.
It's not bad. It really isn't.
Did
The
you
Rock's
cry?
Cool. I did. It was very sad at the end. That really was very sad at the
No,
end.
but who did you pick when you got to pick your...
The lizard.
You were the lizard guy? I think
Ben, you gotta go.
I think I was the lizard guy too. Yeah, I can go. I mean, I got.
You don't have
We
to.
got 4 minutes.
I got 4
Should we
minutes.
do headlines? Let's do headlines.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, quick question. Is there like a newer version of Rampage? Have they ever done like a really good graphic?
Probably, but I don't know.
Rampage?
Probably.
I'm going to watch clips of it.
Now it's time for headlines.
Brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. You can go solar way easier than you think to go solar, and they can walk you through it at Wolf River Electric. They can help you out.
Thank you, Wolf River.
Get those panels.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Ben, drinking just 2 12-ounce cans of sodas per week can erase the heart health benefits you get through exercise.
That pisses me off.
I agree with that.
I love pop, though.
Does that count like energy drinks and stuff, too?
Probably.
Well, you know
Can
what
of
they should,
carbonation? Or is
they
it
should probably throw in there
What's that?
any one of those crazy sugar drinks at Starbucks and Caribou.
Oh, yeah.
So
Those
is
are way worse
I know,
than
dude.
soda.
Is it all sugar-based? Because all the energy drinks I drink are 0 sugar. But
Yeah.
is that...
I think your energy drinks are actually. I don't know.
Yeah,
I actually think they're better than sodas.
because they don't have sugar?
Yeah.
Even
It's-
with all the aspartame and all that other garbage is reportedly pretty
Sure.
terrible for you, too.
Ben, when I first
Who
started
knows?
doing Livia, a long time, I mean, like almost 13 years ago or something like that now, one of the first thing they had me do was keep track of all the calories I consumed each day. Because we always remember, Saucy, how often
Yeah.
did I we don't eat that much. Why are we so fat?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
We so fat.
We did say,
I don't know why I was Medea all of a sudden.
we didn't say that a lot.
But we did. And then when I was counting my calories, I was consuming something like 2,400 calories a day in coffee drinks.
Yeah.
Like that much in coffee.
I-
coffee
Unbel-
drinks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had this one called the Campfire Mocha. Oh, I really, really loved it. It was really good. And but they're fine if you have one, right? But I had 3 a day.
Ben, end on this one. Tell me what you
Rosie.
would... Think about if this was your life and this was your wife. A man in Indiana thought that he and his wife were moving into a brand new home.
Oh, no.
Had the U-Haul and everything. But they were actually trespassing because the wife had faked all of the financial documents and stolen the keys. You're moving into a new house. You have the U-Haul. You're moving in.
This could happen to me because I'm not allowed near the money. I have no idea.
Yeah, you and
I don't pay the bills.
Chris, you too, right? You just had no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do that. That makes me so uncomfortable.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm a child.
I'm not trustworthy with it.
That's abundantly clear. I can't wait to get when you get home and you tell your monster of a wife that you wouldn't suck my peanut butter toes for $500,000.
Oh, my God.
Can't pause between there.
Peanut butter toes. She's gonna say, "Do it."
No.
She would do it.
No,
She parties. 100% she would.
parties?
She's smart.
Yeah.
She'd do it.
$100,000, man.
I hang out one time with her in Vegas. Oh, she parties.
Oh yeah.
Man, how good's $100,000 bar?
Oh, the best.
Solid.
So damn good.
I think I'd be upset if Abby said no.
Exactly.
I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Free money.
Correct. Put it on camera. Make more money.
Yeah, we can go Turks and Caicos for the rest of our lives and
Lieber
honeymoon.
spot.
Honeymoon every year if you want.
If it was Robert Redford and it was a movie, I'd say yeah. Then go
Keep
for
your
it.
pants on.
You're nuts, man.
Oh, quickly. This is like from last week. But remember how we were talking about meatloaf and how good Hungry Man meals are? And you were talking about how like these drinks and all this stuff have so much sugar in them. So somebody sent us a picture of the Hungry Man meal. They have 1,500 grams of salt or whatever in it.
That's almost enough.
Sodium.
Okay, I will say this is a party shot.
And then it's
I will say
ketchup
this
too,
is
right?
a party shot. Yes, that's a lot of salt. But if you overconsume salt, you just pee it out. Okay? You're a little parched. You got to drink some water.
Look at me, I'm parched.
If you overconsume sugar,
Doesn't it bloat you a little bit?
it bloats you a little bit. Look, it's not a comfortable feeling, but overconsuming salt is
Sorry, Dr. Oz.
significantly less health benefits wise, or negative health effects than overconsuming sugar. So I would rather have 15,000 grams of salt than 15,000 grams of sugar. So
You can't get enough salt.
Zach.
Okay.
I love sugar.
love you guys.
Bye, Ben. That was fun, Ben. Love you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Ben.
See
Love
you
you.
on Thursday.
If any of the salespeople are listening, I would love a sugar endorsement. Just, hey, Cory Cove here for sugar.
What?
In all forms. Like I would say, go to Target and buy bags of sugar. That's how much I like it.
I like powdered sugar, too.
Yeah.
Powdered sugar on
Yeah.
waffles. Oh,
yeah.
boy. Or French toast.
That's all you can play of it.
We already did that one.
I got plenty whenever you...
I got a million.
Yeah,
I'm
me
skipping
too.
the ones because like the licking
I don't
toe
know why
one we
there's
already
so
did.
many good things today. I normally don't have much on Mondays.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
When you guys drink coffee, I know, Sauce, you like to take dramatic coffee sips.
He does. He's good at it.
From the time your alarm goes off to the time you're sipping coffee for the first time, how long is that?
45 minutes.
That's pretty good. That's exactly kind of what you're supposed to do. According to a new study, a sleep expert, she's saying that drinking coffee basically right when you wake up within the first couple of minutes is not the best thing for your health and your levels. They're saying you should wait at least 45
Probably
minutes to
because
an
you're having
hour.
water, more than likely, right?
Yeah.
First thing you do when you wake
Weird.
up.
Should I not do 2 5-hour energies? I'm still laying here.
Probably not.
Man, I used to be so addicted to those. Dude.
This Dr. Lee says the best time to drink coffee is mid to late morning when your cortisol levels have begun declining and you feel your first energy slump. So if you wake up at 7, she's saying it might be ideal to start drinking coffee around 10.
That's far too late.
That's far too late for.
Yeah,
I think most
it's far
people
too
just feel like I'm already at work and I haven't had anything to drink yet. How am I supposed to keep going?
It's over.
Right? What's the point of living?
Well, especially
Yeah, what is it?
doing the jobs you guys do. Get up.
Yep.
Hey, answer the question, Corey.
Ass crack of dawn, for God's sakes.
Ass Crack of Dawn.
Yeah.
It's the title of my album. Redheaded people need about 20% more anesthesia than other people when it comes to if you have a normal colored hair. The gene mutation for red hair also affects the body's pain tolerance. So I guess they need 20% more anesthesia to go under.
Really?
Oh, the poor gingers.
I know.
What happens if they're bald? How do they know to give them the extra oomph?
Fantastic
It might
question.
be just bald on their head,
pretty
though.
good.
Oh, yeah, great point. They got to check the drapes.
What? Hockey. Man,
what's your basement situation?
you two need help.
Yeah,
I never thought of this. How about this for a fact for the day that maybe makes you think? Never thought of this. 17 countries across the globe have a ban on people owning or wearing camouflage if they're not police officers or in the armed forces.
I can see that.
Most of these countries are in the Caribbean or in Africa, but still, that makes a lot of sense. If you're not going to use it for the correct purposes, why have it at all?
Correct.
Because you're cool.
I guess.
Unless you're going out hunting or you got a lift kit.
Yeah, lift kits are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Put some meats on there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Dune Part 2 had 81.5 million its
Mr.
opening
C was
weekend.
right on the nut. Did you remember? He said 80 million is what he thought it was going to make.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, he was doing crack, though.
Oh, of course, obviously. That's how he does his predictions.
There is a trailer out. By the way, it sounds like I'm going to make this up, but I'm not. There's a trailer out for a new Netflix show. It's from South Korea. Here's the old plot. It's going to sound like I'm making this up. It's a show about a woman
All right.
who is turned into a chicken nugget, and the show is called Chicken Nugget.
Well, you'd finally.
Oh.
Careful. Oh. Careful, buddy boy.
A chicken nugget. I got to see this trailer.
A woman who is turned into chicken nugget. The show is called Chicken Nugget.
Oh.
And for what purposes is she turned into a nugget?
It's 81. Oh, wait, no. That's Chicken Run. Never mind.
Okay.
Quality movie.
All right. I'm looking at the official trailer. It's 1 minute long. I'd play it for y'all, but I'm afraid they'll curse.
You know, like on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, they're in the backyard and they have to avoid getting eaten by ants or spiders or whatever like that. I just picture if I get turned into a chicken nugget, wouldn't be I think the whole point of the movie is don't eat me. I know I'm a chicken nugget.
Oh, so it's like it's sort of like The Fly, where he accidentally gets caught in the machine with a fly and it turns him into a fly. Oh my God, she accidentally gets put into a box with a bunch of other chicken nuggets, and so they don't know which one she is.
Does she have arms and legs?
No.
So she's just a
chicken
nugget.
So it's just
she's
like her
helpless.
face.
Yeah.
And the rest of her is all
she's
nugget?
just a chicken nugget.
Once you're in a box with another, a 20-piece
careful,
nugget,
Hawk.
it's over.
Yeah.
How is there
it's
more
over.
than one episode of this?
Right.
You either, do you follow her along the digestive tract?
Yeah.
Like
because-
Lemmy Winks?
Yeah, because eventually she's going to be a turd.
Oh, your mic's on.
Spoiler alert.
That's part 2.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
He probably would, Hawk, right?
He ain't scared.
Yeah, why not?
Have you seen the Pluto commercials? I think it's Pluto, right? The
dog?
The service?
No, the streaming service.
Yeah, right.
They have a commercial where they actually turn all these people into couch potatoes.
Oh,
so they're
that's a good
sitting
bit,
there and
yeah.
watch. And at the time of watching this, I'm like, that's not a good thing.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like, hey, we're going to ruin your life.
Yeah.
Welcome to your cholesterol and issues later in your life.
Sorry.
No.
God, turning into a couch potato and be able to just peel part of yourself off, throw it in the air fryer,
Oh, man.
dip it in honey, and call it a day.
I ate at a great restaurant in St. Peter the other day. I was going to talk about how great it was, and I can't remember what the name of it is. Something, hold on. Something about Third or something like that. Oh, man.
Right on Main there?
Yeah. Well, right off of Main. Like the
Third
next street.
Street Tavern?
That's it. Third Street Tavern. My God, it's the best barbecue ever, dude. Third Street Tavern in St. Peter. Love that place. And they're big fans of the Power Trip Morning Show, too. Great drinks.
Right on.
St. Peter. Love that little town.
Oh, you guys probably saw it over the weekend, but Rihanna made $6 million playing a guy's wedding. She played 19 songs.
Wow. $6 million.
It was her first full-on concert since 2016, even though there was only about 1,200 people there, but still 1,200 people.
Was this
private
like a
show.
Prince or something like that?
The guy is the richest man in Asia. He's worth an estimated $112 billion with a B.
Are you kidding me?
$112 billion.
That's a lot.
Dude, I bet that's one of those situations where her people came to her and said, hey, this guy wants you to play his wedding. What's it going to cost? And she's like, I don't want to do that. Tell him $6 million.
Yeah.
And he said, okay. She's like, well, we should have said 12.
Right, yeah,
right.
that's when you're pissed because you're like, oh, now I got to do this.
It might have worked.
Sucks.
This guy in the past has hired Beyonce, Chris Martin, and the Chainsmokers to play pre-wedding parties for other family members as well. When you have $112 billion,
Sure.
you can get anybody to do anything. For example,
Fuki's available.
like you could go to Costco and get the biggest jar of peanut butter possible, and then find Michael J. Mussman
He's
III.
licking no toes. No way.
Why are you so weird
Tonight,
about
I
it?
believe it's episode 2.
does
Tonight,
seem like he likes
Deal
it,
or
doesn't
No Deal Island on NBC.
Who can't wait for that? Gary Busey.
You told me it was good, Cor.
I said, if you like Survivor, it is exactly the same, except for they play Deal or No Deal at the end.
Is it Smash or Trash?
Yeah, can we play that again?
Smash.
Oh, you mean the game?
Yeah, that's the
I
game.
thought you meant the intro.
The intro, Wales.
And it looks like, based on the trailer, it's going to eventually kind of turn into Fear Factor as well.
Yeah,
They're just mixing everything.
I couldn't watch Fear Factor, man.
No.
Golly gee. Is that I got?
Yep, go for it.
Check this out. Have you guys ever heard of anything like this? And I bet the answer is that Zach probably has.
Oh.
No, I don't mean it in a bad way. A fan has been arrested on suspicion of mocking the Munich air disaster during Sunday's derby match between Manchester City and Manchester United. The Greater Manchester Police had confirmed that a man was arrested at the Premier League match following reports made in the crowd. Footage circulated on social media showing a man in the home section appearing to mimic an airplane, a reference to the 1958 Munich air disaster involving the Manchester United squad, which claimed the lives of 23 people. It's illegal to do chants in the soccer stadiums about tragedies, and they will arrest you, and they did. Have you ever heard of that?
I didn't know that was a problem.
No, I didn't either.
It's called tragedy chanting. When fans engage in deeply offensive songs that reference fatal accidents or stadium disasters that involve players, fans, or officials at rival clubs. These chants have been widely condemned across football, but have remained present in stadiums. In April 2023, a petition to make chanting about tragedies at football matches a criminal offense gained 17,000 signatures. That followed chants relating to a different thing at Chelsea. And so the UK government acknowledged this and responded by stating the government is committed to tackling all harmful behavior. So now it is something you'll get arrested for.
That's a bold move.
It is, man.
Jeez, how insensitive.
Oh yeah, I know what a D move.
I mean, probably just hammered and
of course. I mean, why would you go to the game if you weren't hammered?
Interesting.
How about that?
Incredible.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm happy that we don't arrest people over here for stupid stuff like that. I mean, it's dumb, but to bring the law into the whole deal, I don't know if I like that idea.
All right, so you're standing up for the right to chant about tragedies. So, like, for example, Thursday for White Bear Lake Hockey, if somebody starts a tragedy chant, you wouldn't necessarily be against it.
You have the team in the stadium kick the fans out, and that's that.
I don't think they should be arrested, but
I don't think they should be
right
booked.
Book them, Dono.
What tragedies do you believe are on the table for chanting?
Because they're good. Yeah, make a list for us.
Make a list,
please.
Like, what's not over the line? What can we mention?
This feels like a lot of canceling.
I'm going to not partake in this bit.
Pass.
You can partake. You already did Let's Play Hockey. There's nothing at stake anymore.
Right. Rip Ebola again.
Actually, I think he was on the side of Ebola.
I think I don't think there should be any tragedies that you should chant. I just don't think that the government should get involved in arresting people. I think that should be handled by the people.
Zyko, are you in the market for adopting a puppy dog?
Not yet.
Well, check one out here. Authorities in Jackson are investigating after a dog was found sleeping in the middle of the road after apparently getting high on marijuana.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Didn't this happen to Bonus's dog?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, workers for Animal Rescue transported the animal to a nearby shelter where he tested positive for extremely high levels of cannabis. A veterinarian said his system will be flushed with fluid for the next 24 hours. He's been giving multiple boxes of Twinkies.
Oh, buddy.
So there you go. That doggy is just waiting on you, Zacho.
Yeah.
Pick him up on your way through.
It's not good to do that, but thankfully it's not fully toxic.
He was laying. Why were you laying?
Finally, a rescue
Tired,
dog that you
man.
can relate to.
Right.
Yeah. Don't lay in the middle of the road, puppy.
Yeah, buddy.
You know you're high.
Man.
We know you're high.
Yeah. The strong winds that whipped through Las Vegas during the weekend kept hundreds of flights grounded at Harry Reid International Airport. As of 6 p.m., 609 flights on Sunday had been delayed and 9 had been canceled. FlightAware shows the split between the delays of incoming and outgoing flights was nearly even. Passengers were dealing with an average delay of nearly an hour. How angry would you be?
Not at all, because then that would give me an opportunity to go through the garbage and collect pretzel points.
But
God, you're weird.
think of the people in the air circling, waiting to land.
Man.
And you've been looking forward to this trip.
I'd be.
You got money you're ready to part with.
Well, how about when we announced the Vegas trip, it felt like it was 9 months away. We leave in
I
a
can't believe
month.
it. I did my
it's
calendar.
great.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. We leave April 10th. It's right
What
around
time will
the
that be?
corner. During the show, our booking agent is the same one that that Rosie uses to book dental appointments.
Always at 8,
right in the middle of the show,
Yeah.
exactly. So we have to fly
it's the only
during the
appointment
show.
we could get.
It's the only one. Yep.
Does Abbott know that?
I haven't talked to him in months.
He's normally the last to know.
No idea. Moss, you're an American treasure. We'll see you 1 week from today.
Yeah. And can I throw this out?
Of course.
Tomorrow night, going to be at Town Club Bar in Delano.
Lovely place.
Part of our golf bit there, Saucy. Get a chance to play in the Vikings Foundation tournament. That's going to come up in June.
So
Right along the
where
river
again
in
and when
Delano.
again?
It's in Delano, and it's at the Town Club Bar, 5 to 7.
5 to 7 tomorrow night.
I'm gonna come out and
Michael
see
J.
you, buddy.
Mussman III.
Please do, man.
I will.
9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow at 5:30.